why we celebrate. Really, we should celebrate every day the birth of our Prophet ﷺ. The fact that he came into the world, we should be joyful. And one of the things about Muslims is that wherever you go, it's a hallmark of the Muslims that they loved our Prophet ﷺ. This is a quality that you find all over the world. Even people, bad Muslims, often love the Prophet ﷺ. And I'll give you one example. When I was in England, there was a Kuwaiti man. I shouldn't have said Kuwaiti, but anyway, I said it, so may God veil us all. Anyway, there was a man from the Gulf who was, he was in a bar, and he was drinking, and then the man asked him where he was from. He said, Kuwait. He said, oh, that's Muslim, isn't it? He said, yeah. He said, and then he said something about the Prophet ﷺ. Well, this Kuwaiti man broke his bottle and jabbed this man, right? And obviously you shouldn't do that, and really, I mean, but the impulse is real. The impulse is real. There's people in, somebody said to me, oh, Muslims are always killing people over religion. I said, well, I was in England at the time. I said, you guys kill people over football matches. I mean, and in fact, there used to be a billboard that said, if your religion's football, worship was Sky. It was like a football channel. Because there are people that's their religion. That's their attention is given to that. They watch all the games. They know all the names. They have all the stats. They know who can bend it like Beckham, right? I mean, it's very interesting. This is people giving their time. And that's all we have is our time. This is what God has given us. This is a great gift that he's given us, participation in being. So the Prophet ﷺ, he was the most mindful of human beings. And that's really what after thinking about mindfulness and thinking about just how so many people in the West are looking at these religions like Buddhism, and they've never considered Islam. It just fascinates me. Because our Prophet ﷺ is so extraordinary. And one of the most extraordinary things about our Prophet ﷺ is his name. Because all over the world right now, here we are in California. وَإِنْعَبِقَتْ فِي الْغَرْبِ أَنْفَاسُ ذِكْرِهِ وَفِي الشَّرْقِ عَلِيلٌ تَعَافٍ مِنَ الضُّرِّ. Right now, there's people all over the world doing Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad tadbul qulubi wa dawa'iha. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad. All over the world, they're praising our Prophet ﷺ. And his name is Muhammad. That's not a name he got later. His mother named him Muhammad. And it was an unknown name to the Arabs. But she was commanded to name him Muhammad. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So just in his name is a proof of who he is, because he is the most praised human being on the planet. And the second, I arguably, is Mary. I mean, Mary, people all over the millions, hundreds of millions of people all over the world praise Mary. But I've never met any Christians that sit there saying, oh God, praise Jesus, bless Jesus. I've never seen that. And I've actually, in Genesis, it says, God will bless the nation that blesses Abraham. I asked an evangelical friend of mine, have you ever blessed Abraham? And he said, I can't think that I have. And I said, we bless him every day, at least 5 times a day. And so by your own book, it says we're a blessed nation. Because we bless Abraham. And of all people, the Prophet in a Sahih Hadith said that he was shown all of these prophets, and he said who they look like. He actually told them which tribe they look like. Bani Shanu'ah, Moses looked like the people from Bani Shanu'ah, Jibril looked like Dihya. He said what they look like, and then he said, وَرَأَيْتُ إِبْرَاهِيمَ وَأَقْرَبُهُ شَبَهًا صَاحِبُكُمْ. The one that looked most like Abraham is your companion. What a beautiful, not your teacher, not your Shaykh, not your companion, sahibukum. It just Man tawada' lillah rafa'ahu Allah. Our Prophet was the most humble of human beings. He loved people. He cared about people. He was moderate in every single thing. That it's amazing. This is another proof of the Prophet ﷺ, his moderation. He said, my way is the middle way, meaning the moderate way. جَعَلْنَاكُمْ أُمَّةً وَسَطًا. We made you a moderate nation, a people in the middle. Even geographically, the bulk of Muslims are in the middle of the earth. They're not at the extremes. They're in the middle of the earth. Everything about him is moderation. The Prophet ﷺ, they said about him, Anas radhiyallahu anhu said, كَانَ نَبِيُّ رَبَعْةً مِّنَ الْقَوْمِ لَيْسَ بِالْقَصِيرِ وَلَا بِالطَّوِيلِ الْبَائِنِ. He was of middle stature. He was neither too tall, nor was he short. But لَمْ يُطَاوِلْهُ أَحَدٌ. Nobody ever appeared taller than him. But he wasn't tall or short. He was middle. He said, أَزْهَرْ لَيْسَ بِالْآدَمِ وَلَا الْأَبْيَضِ الْأَمْحَقِ. He was of a moderate color, inclining toward a reddish, light brown. He was neither dark, nor was he a pasty white, amhaq, like the Europeans, the northern Europeans. The Italians are closer to that color. It's the most beautiful of colors, azhar alone. I once asked Murabt al-Hajj, when they described the Prophet like the full moon, did they mean the harvest moon on the horizon with that beautiful coloring that it has, or the real brilliant white? And he turned to he turned to some of the students. He said, "Unzuru ila as'ilat al-Rum." Like, look at the questions of the Romans. He said, for him, Rome was Ben al-Asfar, So he said it was like the moon on the horizon. And that's somebody who's an eyewitness. And then he said, Rajad al-Sha'r. He had wavy hair. It was neither straight nor was it kinky. It was middle. Everything about him was middle. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. The Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, the other aspect about him, and I want to, because we were talking about